5:59. It's very dark in here. Oh, I don't know what time the lights come on, I can't remember. Good girlie. This light is literally a godsend. Boy. Okay, I've got the feeds into them for 6 a.m. This is a cross-country day today. It's Friday and I want to walk my course again. I'm on with Donut at 9:16, so hence the very... It's not that early even, is it? It's only 6 a.m. but there's no one else around. Anyway, it's what I'd look like if I used a ring light all the time. But this is probably a bit too bright for that. Yesterday was a whirlwind. It's just felt like I was running around like a crazy lady, so bear with. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I feel prepared. God, something's banging the door a lot. You're a good girl, aren't you? Right, gonna sort their stables out, and hopefully by then it'll be light enough for me to go walk the course. I hope. And then the sun is coming up. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. Lovely sky. Yeah, sun is coming up, it's getting brighter. Horses are skipped out, fed, hay and water topped up. And I am now en route to go and walk the course for Donut for one last time. I didn't manage to walk the course properly with Flo last night because by the time I'd washed the horses off from jumping, it was getting too dark. So we walked a few lines and then we're going to walk the one-star course again later. So I'll vlog that when we do it. I jumped this yesterday on Maggie and Donut. I think Mum only got a clip of Donut jumping it, but they both jumped it. So we're well prepared. Okay, look how beautiful it is. Right, we're over here. I think where I jumped schooled at the bottom of the hill is actually the warm-up, and then this is, I assume, the cool-down area. Got that there, so we're going to bring a bucket of water up and sponges, etc. Start box. You know the drill. Same as always for this. I'm going to walk the 1-star with you later, so you're only going to see the 2-star right now, but you'll see a lot of the 1-star as we go. There's one really inviting. Nice roll top to get us going. The great news is someone's updated the cross-country app, so it's got the minute markers and the pictures on, so I can check it later. I like to flick through the course just before I go. Not that I've got long now, I'm going at 9:16 if I haven't mentioned that already. So Donut first, and then Maggie's not on till I think about 2:30, so we'll crack on with that. It's a lovely course. I just feel really strange because everything's in the wrong order, and I did dressage 2 days ago, so this is exactly what we're here for, to gain this experience and learn how to manage it. We also need to get a generator because we've had to use the lights so much with it being dark. The batteries run down on the lorry more than it ever has when we stayed away before. That's okay. This is all the learning stuff that we're here for. Right, next fence. Beefy box, get him up into the air. Quite wide. He's got plenty of jump though, so we'll be fine. Into the woods we go. We come into the woods, there's quite a lot to see. There's the 1-star fence to your left, the 3-star fence to your right. Not sure why they haven't put a flag over the 3-star fence. Maybe someone's had a little forgetful moment. And then you've got to come here to this under the trees. I quite like this, so it's a nice log. And we'll be popping over this. We can then run on through the trees this way and down the hill, and we've got a log that we're jumping down the hill. Lizzie says that I should be wearing grease for this because there's just a few fences where we might want to help him slide over, like this fence, because it's downhill, so she's going 2 before me, so she's gonna help me grease him up and lend me some of her grease, so I best buy her a tub after this to say thank you. So she reckons that we're going to be tobogganing down a little bit. We've got this log, you can see the white stone, and she doesn't reckon we'll manage to hold a line up here too much, so we'll probably come here, and then I've just got to keep my shoulders up because it's quite tall, there's not much ground line, and let him get up and over it, around that. And then depends on how we land as to which side of the trees we go. I'm imagining this side, and then we're heading to a drop. This drop is 6A for us. You've not missed a fence, it's just that they've put 4 and 5 as one because they've removed fence 5, so don't look down. We're going to the middle one for donut. The ground runs away from me a little bit on landing. Might have ended up slipping my reins. If I have, I'll just widen my hands and keep my legs on end to keep them straight. And then pop over here. Okay, coming into this water complex. I've been told it can be spooky. So I'll be riding in positively anyway the whole way around. And we've not got a jump in. We've just got that fence that's actually in the water there. So there's a few strides to get the canter going and established. Keep the power up and keep my eyes up and over. Bit of a speed bump fence, but obviously still to be respected. Just to make us go around a few things over there and crack on. A really good long gallop, which is nice because after fence after the next, the course starts getting quite intense, so it's good just to give him a moment to process and breathe before that comes. Okay, just a little accuracy question after the gallop. Getting set up, lined up, and know where we're going. Passing over here, and this is a galloping fence. It's a chicaner, but it's like jump it like a steeplechase. So I said to Lizzie, do I jump this out my stride? She was like, that and more. Legs on. Bravely over and away. That's the ground line Maggie has. Smiles out for a jump. Fence 11, first full bone combination on course. We're heading to the roll top, the bigger one. Now, I was going to ride it straight, but Lizzie suggested that I should ride it as a slight curving line. So, aiming for this leg of the other, and that's A, but then curving to B up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 stride 2, 3, 4, 2 stride 1, 4, 3 stride 1, 4 stride. It's go-y because you got to keep going up the slope. 4 strides up to this. We then land with the ground running away. He'll probably put his feet down on the flat here, and then we've got to get to that. So get yourself down the slope. There is an alternative if we land in a heap over there, that we're not going to. And then curving line to this, riding forward. Pretty right straight to another combination. And this is the one like closest to the trade stands. So it's one where people will be. So I need to get my line. I don't want to jump too much there. I want to jump nice and square. Holding him in. Eyes up on the next element. I have 4 long. Or 5 short, and then we're going to that element there. Preference is to go to 5 short, land here. keep travelling out of there, close my left door and such, and let my Lizzie Boff and Molly Barker, my uni friends. Also Lizzie, my big bad boss. She's not actually my boss, she just tells me what to do while I'm here so that I don't actually have problems. She's been amazing for giving me advice. I like this one. Okay, so once I saw Lizzie and Molly, I was like, guys, can I walk again with you? Because I'd already walked with them the previous day, but I don't know if you notice, as I'm sort of chatting to you on the way to the fences, my voice gets quieter and quieter as I get more and more nervous as I'm walking around the course. So spotting Lizzie and Molly at that stage was just so reassuring, because both of them are experienced and just really helpful to get the advice just again before we go round. As you can see, this water was quite technical. Big upright brush on the way in, a few strides from the water. Big upright brush in the water that's skinny as well, and then roughly 2 strides on dry land to this corner brush, and you couldn't ride it in a straight line. You had to curve down to the brush in the water, then curve back up to this, and this was quite frightening for me. That was a big brush, but I didn't dwell on it. We just got on with it. There was an alternative to go and loop round, but as Lizzie said, you plan to jump the direct route if you can, so that's what I was planning on doing. Then a lovely let-up fence, and then this is a chicaner, but it was really nice. Amazing. They'd put it on MIMS clips, so it meant if something hit it, it would drop down, which did happen while I was going cross country, but I won't let you know if it was for me or for somebody else until later when you watch it. Anyway, this one I had to approach on the angle to be able to get to the B element afterwards, which was that triple brush, going downhill. And when I walked it, the line that I was riding walked on a half stride, but I thought it would probably ride okay, because that sometimes happens when you walk with course builders. Then this is the penultimate, good long gallop up this hill to that, then a lovely sort of round top, but obviously respect every single fence. I said to Lizzie I'd be cheering by the time I got to that fence, and then a lovely last fence with a nice big brush and a good ground line, and look at that sunshine in the background. Anyway, back to Osberton Evie. Right, course walk done. This is the last time I'm checking in with you before I go cross country, because I'm about to go get ready and everything's sorted. It's 20 to 8. Is it? Yeah, it's 20 to 8 and I'm on at 9:15. I need to give him a little bit of a longer warm up than usual because obviously he's not done dressage yet. Well, he has. He did 2 days ago, so he's coming straight out the stable. Lizzie ended up going cross-country directly before me, so I don't know if someone withdrew or was going out of order. So Mum was here and she managed to capture her through, so this is like a masterclass of how to ride it. Lizzie on Naughty Nando, he's very beautiful and very talented, and obviously very well schooled because Lizzie rides him, and just looks amazing. Look at him go. And it was his owner who put the event grease on for me, so I'm very grateful to Mark, I think it was, for doing that for us.
The Talk Valley Farmyard at 8, Lizzie Bob and Isabel VDL, Jack Mantle, looking a clear round there, cross country, round in 5 minutes 47, fastest round of the day, so nothing to add for Jack. He's certainly on a mission to get his quite a few rides here this weekend. Over the eventful live start, it goes Evangeline Llewellyn-Smith, 0 West by Sam Ran. Comes forward on a 35.6 dressage score. Run out in 15B. rattles the flag.
Good boy!
Here's the 19B sounds like for Lizzie Bob, which is upon VDL. Shows how quickly 19B sounds like for Lizzie Bob, which is upon VDL. Shows how quickly 1 minute you're in the top 10 and the next minute you're shot down.
Okay, as you can see, Donut gave me an insanely good ride. I am so proud of him, and I'm actually feeling so emotional right now, having just watched those clips back, because he was just so amazing. Now, this fence 4-5 that I'm approaching now, Lizzie was worried about. She said it's a leg catcher, it could tip you up. That's why he had the grease on, and he jumped it so well. I kept him compact, I rode the line that we decided, and I saw a good stride, and he was so careful. It just shows what an amazing cross-country horse he is. He can be clumsy sometimes, but on the cross-country, touch wood, he has a good level of self-preservation and such a good brain. This big drop, he can be sticky with drops, and he just flew off it. I really didn't know how he'd take to that. Leant a little bit right to the skinny, but we were still in the middle, and I had like no reins. I was just supporting him down at the end of the reins. Little trot and look, the water's spooky. I said that in the course walk, but he got on with it. He was just, honestly, I had the ride of my life. Please don't take that as an innuendo, guys. It was, you know what I mean, amazing cross country. I've never experienced anything like it, and I was just so proud. He also seemed to discover his gallop around this course. There was good long galloping stretches, and he was really going, and you can see by the look on his face, he was just loving it, and I was loving it too. I was terrified before I went cross country. I think you can tell on the video that I filmed just before cross country. I was really nervous. I really rode him and attacked the ditch because the chicane, because you know how he is with ditches, but he was great. I didn't get to ride the line I planned here. You see him spook as I come in, so I ended up riding the original line, which came in on an angle, but it didn't matter. We attacked it, we rode through on a really positive 4 and 4 strides, and it just felt so amazing. You've seen this combination a few times already because of amazing Lucy, Flo and Lydia doing the videoing for me. I'm so grateful to you guys. I'd wanted to go 5 strides through here, and then our adrenaline was up and Donut was going so amazing, so we went big boy route and we did 4 strides and 4 strides, and he was incredible. He did lean a little bit to the side at the corners, which is what made me far off at the last corner, but he was honest as anything and he jumped through amazing. I mean, even this fence, this is a let-up fence, but the barrels mean that we had to jump it on an angle, and he had no question in his mind where he was going. So then down to this water complex, big question. I didn't really want to jump that brush corner, but I had bargained with myself if he jumped the other 2 corners well, that I should give the brush corner a try. So I was steeling myself at this point, like, come on Evie, get on with it. And we came to it, and obviously it looks a bit different. Donut's never jumped anything like it before, and we got the 2 strides on dry land. He was so clever with his footwork. He made sure he figured out what he needed to do, and I was just so chuffed with him. Okay, then what happened next I don't have caught on camera. I did ask the Eventful Life team in case they'd managed to catch it, but they didn't. Basically, I got held on course. So remember in the course walk when I mentioned about the MIMS clips on the chicana, which is the fence after the box that was after the water. Lovely Lizzie. We had joked in the warm-up, I was like, I'm just going to follow you around, Lizzie. And then she joked, or I'll try not to hold you on course, which we'd had a bit of a giggle about. And ironically, Lizzie actually took the MIMS clip down at that chicana. So I got held on course at this next let-up fence, which was a nice fence to be stopped at. Thank goodness I didn't get stopped at the water before that corner, else I'd have never jumped it. I'd have gone the long route and chickened out. So I got held for probably about 5 minutes. It wasn't terribly long, but it was long enough to let the next rider through after me because they managed to get a top in time for her, so it didn't make any sense to hold both of us at the same fence. So Donut watched another horse go by. He was a really good boy about being held. He just wandered round, gave Lucy chance to walk from the brush corner to this next fence and capture us over the fence. But what I did notice was, having been held and caught his breath, he was very fit. I did get him really fit for Osberton. Having been held in that time, he really caught his breath and he set off over this box like he was coming back out the start box because he was wired and excited again, which made him a little bit less rideable than he had been the 5 minutes before when he was galloping and sort of in his stride and we were in our rhythm. And I honestly believe that is what caused our issue here. You can see he's flying and he doesn't even spot this fence. Like, he came around the corner and I'd probably say the stride before he spotted it. You can see his ears flopped to the side and he's just not really sure. So I couldn't blame him about that. I'm going to get better at dealing with holds on course. It's another skill and it's another thing I need to learn about my horse. I got the fence judge to put the flag back up for me to help me out. He was still very fresh, so I really had to hold him in here. So I will be doing more triple brush work this winter because he was keen to get galloping off, which is fine. We've counted that refusal took about 25 seconds and I had 9 time penalties, so we actually reckon without the glance off I'd have managed to go inside the time, which would be my first ever time. I've never gone inside the time at novice level, but we were having such an amazing round and I really don't mind about that refusal. We can sort that out and I think we'd have even gone clear without the hold, but this winter I will work on it. And look at him, he is a 2-star horse for sure. We have completed. Good boy. Donny, 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 Donny. Donny is a 2-star horse. Weren't you amazing? Okay, he's all washed off. We did that at the finish. Vet checked him. Doesn't he look glorious to say he's just run around amazing? Good boy. We got held on course. We're going to blame naughty Lizzie for breaking the chicana. So we got held while they rebuilt that near to the end. And then we just ended up with a glance off at the triple brush at 16, 17, 18B, I want to say. I think it's because we'd caught our breath, but we'd sort of got held and lost a bit of concentration. But I couldn't care less. He was so amazing. He jumped through all the combinations, incredible. And we completed so confident. He says, "Don't kiss me, woman." So, and obviously he's really, really well. He's just got his ice on now. He's on his second round of ice. Yeah. And then he's had a bit of mash there, but we're doing okay. What's up? What place am I in? I'm in 67. I've climbed from 69 to 60. Oh my gosh, it was causing carnage. Tom Crisp retired. I was feeling very sick in the warm-up, and then I think like 4 horses after starting, the like steward turned around and said, "Oh, that's our first horse we're seeing finish," because everybody else had been eliminated or retired. So it wasn't too great for the nerves, and yet Donny was just mega. We went direct all routes.
9.2.
I'm so proud. Is that it? 9.2 with a glance off, and I waited for the fence judge to put a flag back up. I think we might have managed inside the time, or very close to. Otherwise, not that I was going for the time, I was just letting him run. He was mega. Right, do you want to go see Maggie and tell her all about the course now? Good boy.
Cooling water complex at 15. Rachel Lawson, Mill Road in Clips on course. Dr. Rachel. She's based in Bedford. She's meant to be in Bedford.
I can't get over how amazing you are. I need to give your face a brush. You're such a good boy. You're a good boy. He says that was easy. Good boy. Okay, no time to dwell on our laurels right now. We're going course walking again.
Course walking again.
With the legend.
Yeah.
With the legend that is Flo, because I don't think she's been on yet.
Yeah, I actually think I have. You've been in mine. You were in mine yesterday with your bike. But yeah, we're going to go walk the 1 star and I'm going to ask Evie all the questions. Now she's already jumped around it.
Just kick. That's going to be my answer. So we'll show you around the 1 star now. It's this closest one to me. Oh, pony in the background. Very nice. Here's number 2. A little bit smaller than the 2 star, but still just nice wide one to get us in our rhythm. I laid on that last night. It's as wide as I am tall, but I'm not very tall, to be fair. So
It's nice. Ours is penned in, isn't it?
yeah.
You can't go anywhere.
You're not going to be running out, are you? Or if you are, I'm going to come and beat you with my bat. Are you happy with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a decent first. Do you know what I mean? Like
It's-
the lights are dark, the height, we're looking. But
Yeah.
I just need to come wide around and I think.
I think the sun will have moved,
Yeah,
so it'll have gone that way. It'll be more up over, which is nicer than it is currently.
Yeah.
So it's decent size, but we'll be. Yeah, I think don't overcomplicate it. Just jump right of centre.
There's still time for them, isn't
There-
there, after the jump to sort of gap like
Yeah, there's loads of time, and just focus on getting over it first and foremost.
straight, and then you can just
Yeah.
when you're in the air have a little.
Just don't crash into the tree. At least there's a Christmas tree there. That'll soften the landing. Just about. Right, onto the drop. Shall we walk this long route? Because they've added it in.
They did this last year.
Did they?
Yeah, and I didn't mind always leave it till the last minute. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, so this is the long route. It's AB, so you can't. Yeah. Right, go on, Flo. Show us how tall it is. Where are we going to land? Step 2 steps back.
Probably like here.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
We've both done it once now.
We've both done it now. And then you can walk that line, I'll film you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1 side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sides, 1, 2, 3.
4, 5 strides if you keep on going.
I'm in the back seat. You should probably take the wheel. I'm kind of twisted inside, and I don't know where I'm going. I'm just here for the ride.
Slightly angled. No, I don't think so. I think that's fine. It sets you up better for the turn. Now we're curving round. I'm going to go slightly inside, but then who knows when it actually happens.
U-turns and the T-turns, so I don't mind.
Yeah.
More.
Okay. How big is it, Flo?
Big, too big. So I like crouch down. It's so big.
Is that big?
That makes it look
To be fair, like, wait to my shoulder.
105 with 20 centimetre brush lines. I think
That must be a full
pushing that.
125. I'm 157 centimetres.
7 feet.
5'2".
Are you?
Yeah.
5'5".
There we go.
Here comes a double vision. Does Megan Fox have a twin or something? Might be the Prozac kicking in, but she tossed her drink in my face and I didn't even flinch. My mom says love's not easy. Just keep your head held high. People will find you pretty. I just wonder where my Batman t-shirt. It costs like $50. Someone must think I'm pretty fly right now.
So Flo and I are riding different lines here. I'm going this side. Oh, you never know. There's not one right answer to anything. Oh, possible. But when you get to it, it does. Yeah, and then I think that runs naturally. You will have noticed that we actually managed to walk a lot of the course on the course, which we shouldn't have because it should have been live and running, but there was a lot of holds, and that was due to a lot of falls happening. Most of them happening at fence 4-5 on the 2-star course, which was that upright log in the woods, and it was quite nerve-wracking, particularly for all the riders in the warm-up. They ended up being held for about 2 hours with just like 1 or 2 horses going in between before there was another fall. So the course designers didn't take the fence out. They made an adjustment where they gave the riders a more obvious line down to that fence where they put Christmas trees in, because apparently people weren't riding the right line, and this is where the riders in the warm-up got told, because we went to go see Sophie to reassure her that it was rideable, because I'd actually had a really good jump over that fence, so I just wanted to kind of go and support my friends where possible. Yes, Sophie. Go on, Soph. Hello everybody, just checking in. My original cross-country time for Maggie was 2:40 something. I don't know. I don't think I've checked in with you and let you know, but that actually got pushed back. There was quite a delay on course as there was some fallers at fence 4-5 in the 2-star, and it ended up finishing late. So I think there was like a 2-hour delay, which then pushed our times back. So my new time ended up being 4:12, which it's like, what time is it now? So yeah, it's 3:20 now, so I should have been going cross country in just under an hour. We've been told that it's going to be another hour's delay, and I'm going to have to listen out for my new times. So potentially going to be going at 12 minutes past 5. I don't quite know what happens if it keeps getting later and later, because I'm fairly early on in the 1-star, so I don't know quite what happens for... That sounds an awful lot like an air ambulance, which isn't good. I hope the person's okay. Yeah, I don't know what happens for the people later on in the section if it gets dark, but I'm sure they'll have a plan for it. The main thing is that the people who have been injured get the help they need. Horses are quite happy in the stables. It's not like I've got them stood on lorries, which is good. So yeah, just checking in and letting you know about that. I've seen some of the videos of Donuts Round and he looked incredible, so I'm so proud of him and quite excited to tackle the course with Maggie now as well. So we'll probably go and get a hot drink now while we wait. I've also just been putting some cold water boots on because obviously I've had the 2 of them to ice. We've got ice in here, so I've got the last of my gel packs in this, and then there's also some ice blocks to put on Maggie that we've been keeping cold since Wednesday, and yeah, to sort out her legs. Okay. Stable manager's putting something out over the tannoy, so I'll go and find out what that is and go from there. Girly. We've not gone cross country. It's at the end of the day. I'm just out hacking Maggie. So yeah, There's been a lot of course holds, quite a few accidents today, which has meant that I think there was over 4 hours on hold here today. So I'm just figuring out where I can go on this hacking route. Can I go down here? Quite possibly. And yeah, it's meant that the 1 star hasn't been able to run. There's not been enough daylight hours left to start the class, which means that the events had to decide to push it. So we're able to show jump first because we're not doing an actual long event. 1 stars are short format by rights, but beads choose to run it in reverse order just by choice. And so we can do the show jumping tomorrow. So I was originally meant to show jump tomorrow as like the last phase, but instead we're going to show jump tomorrow as the middle phase, and then we will go cross country on Sunday. So I've got to stay for an extra day. But to be quite honest, the most important thing to me is that all of the horses and riders are okay from today. It's no big shakes for us. So I'm now hacking Maggie. Good girl. With the course behind me. Just let this go past us, and now Maggie's chasing it down. You're good with tractors, aren't you, girlie? I think that's... Yes, good girl. Probably for some ground management going on. Good girl. It's a beautiful place to hack round. I love Osberton. Oh, the camera's just about managing to pick him up. So Maggie's had her walk. I think I've hacked her for about 50 minutes to give her a real good leg stretch. And then I just wanted Donnie to be able to have a mooch. So we've marched our way all the way out to, that's fence 2 on the cross country. And this is the warm up, ginormous warm up. But we found some good grass because Donut is a very discerning grass eater. So he needs the good stuff in order to actually bother to eat. You're a good boy. So we're going to just probably spend as long as I can until it's too dark out hand grazing. And yeah, I'm so proud of him. Good boy. Dinner time. Good girl. Happy, healthy ponies. Right, it's Abba night in the bar, so I'm going to go see if I can find anybody that I know. If not, I'm just going to go off home or go to Lizzie's lorry. But if I can find anybody I know, I'll go and have a drink. Only the one though, because I've got to get up early tomorrow because I need to clap Donut, because our trot up is at 8:10 for him. Maggie doesn't have to trot up now because she's not gone cross country today. So just need to get ready at least, which helps. So I did find my friends and had quite an enjoyable time watching the ABBA tribute band. The nightlight at Osberton is insane. I can't say I'm a particular partier, but I did really enjoy this, particularly the people in the outfits. I'm going to use this as my opportunity to sign off for this vlog and say thank you so much for watching. The 3rd and final instalment of our Osberton International series will be coming to your screens very, very soon. It will be jam-packed with action, and make sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell on so that you know when it comes up. See you soon. Bye.
What you gotta do, what you gotta do to get a little Legos and Cheetos, born to fly. It's Wingardium Leviosa. What you gotta do, what you gotta do to get a little. What you gotta do, what you gotta do to get a little